Okay. Okay. Okay, so bear with me here a moment. Okay. Great, the tunes. Yeah, not this time. Not this time. The tunes are off. So, alright. So if you missed the previous broadcast, I actually had music playing, and YouTube didn't like it at all. So, yeah. The light just went out. That was interesting. Okay. We're going to hopefully see gold here. I have an idea. Now, what I did, I'll show you actually. I tried sifting with this. This came in the in a tea steeper, and it was pretty fine with the mesh. So I thought, it might work. But I was watching copper go right through it. So then I used my copper mesh in another thing, and it's even finer. So I thought, might be good. I caught a lot of copper. Most of it was kind of sticking out, so I could see that it was kind of passing through. Normally, this is what I sift through. This is what I started with when I first started gold recovery. And it is super fine. This is probably what 100 mesh looks like. I know this works, but when I have a whole lot of material, it takes forever to sift through this. So I've been looking at ways to expand my sifter. It's not going to work unless I buy a roll or a square of 100 mesh. I know that now. And this is, I don't, it's so small. So basically, what I was thinking is maybe I will just dry it all and resift it. I don't really want to do that. So, I have another idea. Since I know bond wire goes through this, because I've used it many times, I'm going to try something. It's a little different, perhaps. Robert, beer in hand, entertain me. Right. Okay. Well, let me show you what I got going on here. Okay, so in this pan is the cleanup from the sluice. You can see a little bit in there, and a lot of copper. That's mostly copper what you're looking at. And here is the rest of the material. So basically, I'm gonna mix them back together and re-sluice using what I think is gonna work. So, let me just mix these together. Yeah, okay, that would be in the picture. There we go. Okay, that's not gonna work. Camera. Robert Beaver, try reloading the page. Does that sometimes. Okay. I think I'll mix them together. I think what I'm going to do is just try this. Just need to try it. Don't know if it's going to work or not. Okay. Now, I'll just put this. Well, that's a little quieter. Alright. I'll get you guys. Oh yeah, I messed up my thing. Okay, this is not sitting right. Come on now. Awesome. Okay, let me fix this. Sorry guys, just a sec. Alright, that's not fair. I'll put you back over here. Just having a little bit of technical difficulties here with this bunker thing. Okay. So close. And this one. Ha! Got it. All right. All right. So my idea is trying this. Okay, so this, again, I need to turn up the water a little. Maybe. I have no idea, but some stuff passed through. Not everything did, but That was an interesting attempt. Now, well, that's not easy anyway. And I'm trying to clean out the copper now. There we go. And try another lump here. Put it there and try to adjust this camera a bit. Without losing the phone. There we go. All right. No, that's what you're seeing there. Comment Philip Smith says the Facebook post had this as the raffle #1 draw. I was hoping it was a redraw. Laugh out loud. No, what actually happened is the software on my phone that I use to broadcast live, the encoder, it brings up the old thumbnail from the previous stream I did. So it always says the old one after. So it seems that everything's going through. Gio, I saw your comment there. The trick is as you just see what happened is I'm blowing out gold. So my water's too tough right now. Sorry, not blowing out gold. Blowing out the copper. You see here? I'm trying to keep the copper in this sifter. And just let the water take everything else through. Maybe that's just not enough water now. Okay, there we go. Let's try that. Much better. So this mesh, I don't know exactly what mesh this screen is. I believe it's 100. But it's the one I used in the past for sifting. I'd sit there for hours. So I've been trying to get a bigger sifter going on. This, I'm attempting... attempting to recover here. As the first time I sluiced, YouTube blocked the video because I had Hotel California playing in there. So this time I got no music on. And I'm attempting to stop all this copper but get the gold through, which I'm hoping is working right now. I'm just going to try a few of these, and I'm separating the copper after. And once it's done, I'm going to just have a look and see and wait and see if we're seeing some gold show up. It's definitely just lumps of copper. Never done this before, so I'm just trying different things to move it around, because it does tend to clump together. Like, look at this. It's pretty crazy, really. Okay, I'll try another one now. It's like a paste. Alright. Chris Barton, are you going to still clean up your copper with nitric? I do not use nitric. I keep looking over to the other stand where forgetting where the camera is. I don't actually use nitric. I do poor man's. I use potassium nitrate. And yes, I will actually be using hydrochloric for a soak and getting rid of any and all base metals. So this is definitely working to sift the copper. I'm not sure if it's leaving gold behind, you know what I mean? Like if I'm not passing all of it through, but it's definitely passed into the plastics and keeping the copper. Okay. Now this being a finer mesh than even the copper mesh, there's still a bit of plastics that don't go through, and it's probably because it's like literally just in between the difference. The size is just in between the difference of the copper mesh to this mesh, whatever that may be. It's not a whole lot of material, but it's pretty amazing actually. When you really think about it, that's really the difference that it took to stop letting the copper through too. Okay. So, other than copper, I'm definitely seeing color in there. Alright. So, that being said, focus. Come on, camera. There you go. Okay. Sweet. Thank you, Geo. I appreciate that. I'll definitely buy that. Geo's comment is you have a Facebook private message with classifier that's exactly like mine. It sits on a bucket and is 100 mesh, $12 US, so I can do a pound or more at a time. Awesome. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna buy that or 10 of them. So, yes, awesome. So I'm gonna kill this for some. Alrighty. Now, you're seeing what I'm seeing, right? There's some of the copper I blew through there in the beginning. Maybe some that actually made it through the screen, but it didn't appear that it was going through the screen. But we caught gold. I can just tell by the fine particles there. Definitely. And then nothing. And it doesn't take long to get down here before... No, it looks like just plastic here. Now, that's how I know a sluice to run. A bond wire sluice, anyway. And that is... There we go. I don't know what just happened to... I think my screen dimmed or the camera did, but... Yeah, so that was working. It's my mesh. So, Geo, I'm going to buy up that thing that you messaged me right there. I've always trusted every single thing you say and do, basically. I think anybody who doesn't would be silly, really. Because shoot the man! And I know this, man. No, did I just say that? And that's probably like a patented saying, right? YouTube's going to pick up on it and ban this video too. I'm still learning YouTube, folks. Still learning YouTube. And, yeah. But look at that. I wish I didn't let all that copper through, because that's pretty. So anyways, I suppose I'll turn this back on and just run the rest. And of course, somehow my stand has migrated. I need you to be over there. No, not there. This is... Why? Why are you not listening to me? This thing is funky. Self note, get a friggin' stand. There we go. Okay, let's go. All right. Oh. Before I do that, actually, I guess I should go over here. Come on, let my phone go. Ah, jeez. Okay. So this is where I was dumping the copper. And it's hard to show you here. There we go. And let's look on the bottom. Hard to see. I couldn't tell you if I see gold in there or not. I have to hit it with the microscope. I might. Probably have to do that a couple more times anyway. Or, you know, just as Geo suggested, just hit it all with acid to be safe. And next time, classify it properly. Wah, wah, wah. Put that somewhere safe. Man, camera, will you learn how to focus? Okay. So, now we're gonna continue the sluice. Round 2. There we go. Power. All right. Phone needs to charge. Okay. Ah, yes. That is right. I just placed this down. So, I gotta get this back. I'll be just a second. There we go. So I just had to get I had just put the green pen on top with all the material in there. I'm looking around, I'm like, where did that go? Oh, right. It's over there. One thing I really like about this closed water loop system, you never actually lose stuff. It's always somewhere within the system, which is pretty sweet. Alrighty, I'm ready to go. So the hope is that most of the copper is gone. And it's really hard to get in there with the spoon and the charger's there, and I'm gonna have to rethink this whole camera situation for the future. But for now, you get a real nice up-close personal look at the riffles. We all do love riffles. Who doesn't love riffles? Riffles and ruffles is a good combination, I would say. Alright, let's try that. That's not much better. Hang on here, I'll figure out the lighting. Whoa. Is that any better? Guess it's a little better. Haha! How's that? All right. Now I barely have any water running at all here, and I'm just going to stop because I can already see it's not moving a whole lot. Get this better set up here. Wash these riffles down. Yeah, that's a little better. Ooh, that lighting does help, doesn't it? That looks much better, actually. If the focus could figure it out, though. What is going on with this thing? I tell ya. Why won't you focus? Focus on the gold. There you go. Gio says, the Crimson Tide is spanking Clemson like a naughty baby. Laugh out loud. Well, that's interesting. And I'm assuming the game you're talking about is what you're... That's awesome. Okay. Continuing on. Okay. So every time I bring the spoon into play, there. Nah. Come on now. The focus is just going nuts on this thing. It does not like what I am doing. I know this looks awkward, and believe me guys, it's way more awkward than it looks. Okay. I apologize thus far. This is being a royal pain in the ass. I'm gonna try to get this just to sit properly. It's just not okay. Ta-da! Boy, that was annoying, wasn't it? Okay. Surprising, the screen's actually upside down. Now the power's out of my way. Is it upside down for you? IDE pins, yes, Robert. They are a pain as well, aren't they? Pulling pins is not the greatest. Okay, so I'm finding lots of copper wire in this little batch right here. So there we go. Anyway, that'll go into the deal with it later jar. And we're back. I don't know how this thing is migrating on me. Starts looking at the frame of the sluice there. That's not very exciting. Hey, focus. There you go. So, this appears to be working out fairly well. See, and now we're talking. I'm looking down the sluice and it's more and more looking like how my outside one would look if I was to run this amount of material. So once I get through this and I am able to show you how it looks, I'll then probably do this all again without the camera. Just try to get out all this copper. I'm gonna order that 100 mesh that Geo just sent me, and I might end up actually drying all of this and sifting through that sifter without water. I don't know. I guess it kind of works both ways. There's no music, so it's a little quiet. Gotta watch what you play on YouTube, man. Some people, they'll let you play their music, but they'll play an ad if you're playing their music. Some people, like the song Hotel California, they will just straight out ban your song. Ban your video. Nope. We don't want you playing our music. Period. Okay. You got it. Can't even listen to music these days. What if everything goes like LiveNet? You know what I mean? Like all the cameras around the world. It's like one big brother. Will we lose the privilege to music due to copyright? That would suck. Music will never die. Down to the nitty gritty here. Couple more scoops. So I ran out of beer just before this broadcast, and the wife says, well, I can mix you up a drink. I'm like, of? And she's like, oh, I'll figure something out. Okay. So she whipped me something up all right. I have no idea what it is. I truly don't. I don't know what's in it. I do know it does not taste like beer. And normally I would never drink it. However, why not? I trust her. Could be anything though. Looking good on this spoon. Down at the bottom, eh? The nitty gritty stuff. Look at that. Little spoonful that won't focus. Ah. Anyway. Okay. Now. unplug this phone. Sit you here for a moment. Apparently this way. Hey, you're upside down. Not quite sure how that worked. Didn't start out this way. Whoa! No, no, no. Will you just work for me? Thanks. Alright. Okay. Good enough for the purpose. Now. There we go. Now, what am I going to do here? Reflecting light. Nice. Okay. So, okay. I'm really disorganized. So, without getting reflection, there's quite a bit there, it looks like, actually. That looks quite nice. This is where I just dumped the last of the pan in. Just those piles right there. That was the bottom of the pan. You can see it lightens up here. That's where I dumped it. So definitely have gold down into the second run. I can see it there. Yep. And I got a little pile of chips here. That's it. There you go. Little pile that's accumulated here. And then I don't see much of anything in here. Maybe a few little ones. It probably made it through. Not a lot though. No. As for in here, looks I don't see anything around the ridge. Here's the out. Doesn't look bad. Looks way better up here. Yup. But like I said, it's still traveling. And again, this is where I dumped the pan. But this is a great little sluice. Awkward as hell for cameras. Focus, you silly thing. Anyway, this apparently is too much work for... Oh, there you go. It's quite nice, actually. Alright, well... Oh no, look at this one. Again, that's where I dumped the pan. Hello? Yeah. Okay. So, definitely gold in there. We're definitely catching it. But it is also definitely going through. I don't know if it's going all the way. The stuff that's gone over could very well have been just the stuff that I dumped here. And it traveled that far. Because technically when I'm dumping it here, it has made it, excuse me, about this far. If not a little more before I poured the pan here. I had looked before. And yeah, so basically I'm gonna do, what am I gonna do? Now I'm gonna dump out this fuzzy, I'm gonna dump out this pan of water, and then I'm gonna hit this material with a microscope. I'm gonna see if I can find anything in there. I'm not gonna try to do it on the camera, because every time I do that, it's a complete failure. And it just wastes time. So I'm going to hit this with a microscope. If I do not see anything in here, I'm going to clean up just the bottom run into an empty pan. And then I'm going to hit it with a microscope and see just how much is in there. And then I'll probably empty that also into the other stuff. This, I will do a clean up again into another clean pan. And maybe dry it out, and I'm going to try to sift it dry through this sifter, because I know through past experience using that sifter, although it takes an incredibly long time, that copper mess didn't happen ever before on me. So anytime I've used any other screen other than that one, I get big copper or legs and stuff like that. So I've now learned that lesson. I'm gonna order what Jeff posted to me there, and yeah, for sure, make it happening, as in the words of Tony Beats. I want to thank everybody for watching. And if you haven't already, I'll remind you to please click the bell after you subscribe. And stay tuned, because once I perfect this, I will be sharing the finer details, such as angle of sluice, etc. Man, that's pretty. I love seeing full riffles. This is one of my favorite things. So I'm glad that I'm not shivering. I mean, if I was outside, I'd just be like, yeah, guys, so, because this guy's crazy. Yeah. So that's about it for now. I thank you once again for watching. And whoa, 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 whoa. The other light almost fell as I moved this one. Yeah, you're right. The reflection doesn't help at all with that light. That light's junk. Worth a shot. Okay, so I need better lighting down here. Definitely. I think that's going to be one of my next projects. Get better lighting down here. Because this is craziness. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Come over here. All right. Thank you very much. Cheers. Oh, yeah, I don't know what that is. No idea what that is. Can't even guess. No idea. Anyways, thanks again for watching. Stay tuned, subscribe, click the bell. I'm going to keep working on this. This thing will eventually be perfected, and hopefully they deliver that sifter real quick. Because this tiny little thing, I got a whole other 2 or 3 pounds or something, who knows out there. So it's going through that thing until such time as the big one comes, and it is what it is. I'm a patient guy. That's a lot of sifting in that tiny little thing, like a spoonful at a time, if you can picture that. And if you've ever processed 5 pounds of IC chips, you know that sucks. That's a lot of sifting. It takes a long time. Plus I mortar and pestle everything. So lots of labor. But I love it because the riffles fill up. And who doesn't love full riffles? Riffles are awesome. Anyways, that's the E-Banker Part 2. Thanks again, Jeff, for naming it. It's a very good name for it. And pretty sure you said you're going to build one. I look forward to what you build. Yeah. Awesome. That's about it. I gotta get back to work. I'm a little lost.